Hey everyone on YouTube, hope all is well. Today we're going to be doing a 25-minute series on the reformer, which I would say is a great warm-up. You can continue on working on the reformer, go and do another movement practice, but I love to warm up here with a bit of footwork, some bridging, and also a bit of abdominals at the end, and kind of like a fun, creative way. What's the setup? I'm going to have my headrest down the entire time. It doesn't matter the handles, we will not use them. I have a ball today, so grab whatever ball you have. If you have one on the firmer side, that would be better, but then again, it really doesn't matter. My foot bar is up and I am working on 3 heavy springs for me. You do you. One thing I do want to bring up is something that's going to happen at the end. We all have different reformers, right? All have different reformers. One thing should be in common is the safety strap here. We use that safety strap when we have the box on and we're rolling down, our feet go under that safety strap. I would like you to try and have that safety strap available. So I was able to have it come up through my whole foot bar thing. You might not be able to have that. You might have to put the foot bar down in order to grab it up. It doesn't matter. Just have it available, because essentially the feet are going to come under here at the end and we're going to be rolling up and down. So just have that there. If you do not have a safety strap, you can do it without. Just put your foot bar down, feet go on the standing platform. It's a good one. I love warming up on the reformer with footwork. It just helps, I don't know, slow me down because we're always in a rush in life. As always, like this video with a thumbs up, I guess, and subscribe. This is part of my 7-day challenge on the reformer that I have over on my on-demand Pilates site, johannapilates.com. Check it out. This is day 6. All right, are we ready? Let's get started. Let's start things off without that ball. Coming on down, toes go on hip distance parallel. Let's extend those legs out long and lower the heels down. I'm gonna take a peek up and make sure I'm right there in the middle of the foot bar. All 10 toes are on, and I'm gonna hang here a second. Best part of the day. Close those eyes, give me a big inhale. And exhale. As we take these deep breaths, when you exhale, can you drop those heels even lower? Completely relaxing the body into the carriage. Arms are long, fingertips free. One more big inhale through the nose. And exhale here. Lift one heel up, keep the other low, and breathe. Switch and hold. Again, close those eyes. Breathe deeply in and out. Preparing our minds and our body for what's to come. Let's go to tempo. We switch and switch. Doing our running at a controlled pace, back and forth. I'm thinking length, as always, through the crown of my head. Let's double it up. Down, down for 2, then switch. So you're pulsing the heel that's low twice and then switching. Giving a little bit of extra oomph to the lowered leg. I did 3 there. Oh well. Find your breath. 4, 2, 1, done. Both heels go under the foot bar, sink. Big inhale. Exhale. Lift both heels up, bend the knees, come all the way on in. Grab that ball. Heels are going to go on the foot bar, hip distance parallel. The ball is going to go in between those feet, not those heels, in between those feet. So you want that ball a little bit higher. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, all right. That probably wasn't a good representation. Arms long, head down. You're squeezing that ball in. Inhale, exhale. Let's go out and in. Okay, going on to our typical footwork. What we all know and love. Flexing the feet. I have a squeeze in on that ball. Firing through my inner thighs. You might not feel that quite yet, but I imagine that my heels are drawing together on that foot bar. I just realized I was going pretty quickly. You take your own pace. You certainly don't have to match me. Extending those legs all the way on out and then bending on in. I'm trying to find that neutral spine. Very easy for me to have a tuck of the hips, especially as I bend my knees in. I'm trying to avoid that. 2, hold the legs out long, bend the knees halfway in. Find that neutral. You're not moving, you're in tension. Squeeze that ball, and then a little release. I won't be able to tell you're moving, you won't be able to tell. It's just really a feeling like those heels want to come together on that foot bar. The 2 legs are trying to come together. Holding that tension on the spring, but releasing that tension in the upper body. 3, 2, hold the squeeze of that ball. Let's go up a couple inches and down. Leg pumps. Not a small pulse. We're moving the carriage up a few inches and down at a quicker pace. Tops of my thighs are starting to wake up. Find your breath. Relax that upper body. 4, 3, 2. Extend the legs all the way long. And bending those knees, coming all the way back in. Heels are going to stay where they are. Ball stays where they are. Let's do a few pelvic curls. Curling, like that belly button is sinking down to the spine, lifting the booty slightly, and then opposite, dropping, popping those ribs. Okay, just warming up the spine a little bit. Love me a good pelvic curl session. One extreme to the other. Just do what feels good for you here. I was closing my eyes almost that entire few minutes we started this. It's just, for me, it's a great time to connect with my breath and kind of calm me down. Take those hips a little bit higher during these curls. Every time you lift the tail, you'll go up a little bit more. Not going to that full bridge position quite yet, but just easing our way into it. Breathe. On this next one, I want you to go up to your best bridge position and hold it there. Don't move. Inhale and exhale. Those hips are open to the ceiling. It's hard to be in this parallel position. Arms are nice and long, reaching those knees towards whatever's in front of you. Breathe. Two more breaths. One more. Let's roll the spine all the way on down. Taking that ball, it's going to go in between those heels. In between those heels, now take those toes on the foot bar. You're turned out. You might have to move the position of the ball. Find that sweet spot for you. Do it. My heels are going to be lifted. Inhale, exhale, out we go to straight legs. Let me look up, see where I'm at. Yep, I'm a little bit turned out. Pressing that ball with my heels and then coming on back in. So back to our typical footwork. Extending the legs all the way on out and bending in. Yep. It's not a good reformer session unless you bang the carriage into the bumper. Happens to the best of us. Again, inner thighs. I'm trying to relax through my upper body. Go with whatever pace you want. I'm dropping my tailbone as I bend my knees in. Keeping length through that spine. Just breathe. Hold those legs straight. Bend those knees halfway in. Hold it here. Squeeze the ball with those heels and then a bit of a release. Just like we did before, we're holding tension in on the carriage. We're just squeezing that ball with our heels. Definitely feeling this in my inner thighs. Squeeze that ball best you can and then small release. I want two more. And hold that squeeze. Press the carriage away a few inches and down. Let's go for those leg pumps again. Ooh. All right. I'm starting to shake. It's getting a little hard here. That's cool. Up and down. Oh boy. I hope I don't lose the ball. 3, 2, go all the way out to straight legs. Hold those legs long. Let's lower the heels and lift. All right. Last few with the ball in this position. Lower and lift. Squeeze that ball. We are almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep those heels lifted. Bend those knees. Come all the way in. Grab that ball in your hands. Heels are going to go back on hip distance parallel. Arms are going to go straight up to the ceiling. You have that ball in between those palms. Give me an inhale. Exhale, slowly curl and come all the way on up. Hold it here. Just holding it again. You've got to press in on that ball slightly. My fingertips are free. Flat back, no rolling down. Drop those hips down to the carriage and lift. Down, tap and lift. Let's add the ball. As the hips lift, arms go down by the girls, lady parts, and then arms lift, hips lower. Bit of coordination. If you got messed up, who cares? Just keep moving. Finding that breath. I tap my booty down and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips stay lifted, arms go straight up to the ceiling. Give me an inhale. Exhale, slowly articulate that spine all the way on down. Nice work. Heels are gonna go wide on that foot bar, but not all the way to the ends. Ball is gonna go in between those inner thighs, right above the knees. Now I want a knock knee position, like those knees are coming together, feet apart, internal rotation. So my toes are slightly inward and I'm feeling that internal rotation. Press the carriage all the way on out and let's take a peek. I need to move my ball down a little bit. It was too high. So make that adjustment. If something doesn't feel right, do it. I just had to do it. So mine's slightly above my knees now. And I'm gonna go on out and take a peek. Move those feet around a little bit, internally rotated. Let's bend the knees in and out. This feels weird. And if it does, you're not alone. I think this is very odd, but working an internal rotation is really good for our hips. And having that ball there is pretty nice. I've never used the ball before, and due to the powers of Instagram, I saw someone doing this and I loved it. I said, hey, I gotta try it. And here we are. Silly Instagram. Gotta love it sometimes. Out you go, and finding that breath. Relax that upper body. 5, 4, 3, 2. Legs go long, bend those knees halfway in. Squeeze in on the ball and then small release. Squeeze. I'm gonna take my hands right there at the crease of my hips, pressing my hips down, making sure I'm finding that neutral, not tucking that tail, which I do a lot. Big squeeze in for 3, 2. Hold that squeeze. Press the carriage away 1 inch. And down, it's very small. And I'm starting to shake again. Embracing this weirdness. 4, 3, 2. Legs go long. Bend those knees, come all the way on in. Grab that ball in your hands. Toes are gonna go wide, turned out on that foot bar. Ball goes in between hands, right by the chest. Elbows go wide. Inhale, exhale. As you press the carriage away, squeeze that ball and then bend those knees in. Small release of the ball. It's getting a couple of upper body reps in here. As you press away, you squeeze that ball best you can, firing through that chest. Love me some chest work. Feels really nice to get my legs nice and long. Good stretch in the calves. I want you to take 2, 1, hold. hold, lower the heels and lift. Every time you lower, give me a pulse in on the ball, small release when you lift. I'm trying to squeeze the ball best I can, make the most out of our session together, which is short. Breathe. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Everything comes on in. Heels go on that foot bar. Again, hip distance. Your left arm is going to go by your side. Your right arm is going to go straight up to the ceiling. You have the ball in that hand. Give me an inhale. Exhale, roll the spine all the way on up. Your left leg will go straight up to the ceiling. As the leg lowers, right arm goes out to like a 3 o'clock with the ball. Arm lifts to the ceiling, leg lifts to the ceiling. The ball and the leg will not come together. We lower and lift. Arm goes out, like I said, 3 o'clock, and then back up. Single leg, always a winner, kind of, sort of. I want 2. 1, arm straight up to the ceiling, leg straight up to the ceiling. Let's lower those hips a few inches and lift. I'm trying to drop my butt down towards the carriage and lift, rooting in the inside of my right heel. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Hold, inhale, exhale. Lower those hips all the way on down. Nice work. Both heels go back on that foot bar, hip distance parallel. Right arm by your side, left arm straight up to the ceiling with the ball. Give me a big breath in and exhale. Let's roll all the way on up. Right leg goes straight up to the ceiling. As you lower that leg over the foot bar, left arm opens to a 9 o'clock and then back up. Lower and lift. All right, elongate through that neck towards the rails behind you. We can do this. We're almost done. Three, 2, 1. Hold the arm lifted, hold the leg lifted. Let's drop those hips a few inches and lift. So as I'm trying to stick my butt down to the carriage, I'm getting a nice hamstring stretch on my right leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming all the way on down. Nice work. We're towards the end of our session. Here's where I want that foot, feet, plural, to find that strap, that safety strap, and place your feet under it. Some of you might have to come up and put the foot bar down to get it, okay? But I was able to just slide my feet right in there. We're going to do a little bit of rolling up. Feet are flexed. Open up that safety strap wide and flex those feet. Push out on that safety strap. My elbows are going to be bent. Ball is by my chest. I'm not pressing in on it. All right. Give me an inhale. Exhale. Let's try and roll on up. Press the feet into the strap to get some help. See, I can't even talk. And let's roll all the way on down. So when I'm coming up, I am turning my knees out slightly so I have room to come up. And also when I've done this previously, if I keep them more parallel, it gets way into my hip flexors right away. So we're just rolling up, pressing into that safety strap up. I'm not sitting up nice and tall. I have like a forward fold, a little bit of my head, and coming down. I'm trying to maintain that bit of C, the capital C, the entire time that I talk about. All right, this is our last push, a little bit of an abdominal series. That's a bit weird. If you're going into the shoulder rest, stop and press yourself away and continue. And down. Ooh. I want 2 more full ones. One more here. Inhale, exhale, coming on up. From here, we're going to go halfway back. Halfway back and hold. What's that halfway point? I don't know. You've got to find it. I'm going to go a little lower. Arms go straight with the ball. Ball stays in the right hand as you open those arms past the ball in the center. This is not easy. My knees are opening up a little bit more. Oh boy. We're not here long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ball goes through center. Come all the way on down. Oh boy. That was no fun. Kind of interesting though, right? I kind of thought so. Lose the safety strap. Lose the ball. Let's take a stretch. Heels go on that foot bar. Hands go to the pegs behind you. Drop those knees to one side. Hold. Opposite shoulder blades staying down and breathe. Inhale and exhale. And drop those knees to the other side. Breathe. Ooh. Inhale and exhale. Just release all that tension in the low back. Coming on back through center. Grab those knees. Rock from side to side. Guys, great job. Loved that one. We got one more day in our challenge series. I shall see you later.